I remember like the night that they left, and I was there and I was camping by this river, and I was so scared. It was just, I mean, in the middle of Africa by myself with this donkey, and I couldn't even, like, I was so scared. It was just like sitting there, and I had a copy of Oliver Twist, I think it was, and I just read because I had to escape from like how weird and big this thing was that I was doing. And so the morning came, and I saddled up the donkey, and I put all the stuff on, the little pack saddle and everything, and I took off, and this donkey would just not move, and I tried giddy up, and that did not move. I'm leading the donkey because it's all packed, and I'm going, Arif, Arif, because that's what you said in Arabic, and, I'd be like tugging on this donkey, and I'd be like slapping its butt, and it wouldn't move for me, and then these little boys would come along, they were like 5 years old, and they'd look at the donkey and they'd laugh at me, and then they'd go, Arif, Arif, and the little donkey would just trot along, until the boys were out of sight, and then it would stop. And um, I ended up like just taking a stick and like beating the donkey, and I would feel so bad. And I mean, like there was even like blood on its little haunches. But just, I didn't know what to do, and it was in the middle of nowhere, and I had to get to this village. I was going to get to by that night. And so finally I did, and this guy meets me there, and he doesn't speak hardly any English. I don't speak hardly any Arabic, and his natural language is like Four, which I don't speak at all. So we just, kind of talk and smiles and bits of words like you do. And then, so he takes me inside, and he like looks at the donkey, and he goes, and I was like, I know, I'm sorry. But he took it off and put it in a field with some grass and stuff, and then he invites me into his hut, and it's getting to be dark, and he feeds me some meat with maggots dropping out of it, which I just, okay, I'm gonna eat this. And I did. And it's dark, and so I'm like, oh, I should go sleep with the women. He's like, no, you sleep here, and I'm like, no, I should go sleep with the women. He's like, no, you have to sleep here. Well, I didn't even know like where the women were or how to get there or anything, so I was kind of stuck. And so I said, okay, so I laid down on this pallet on this side, and he laid over here. And all night long, he's like shining the light on me, and I'm like, what do you want, Mohammed? He's like, you over there, me over here. I'm like, yeah, that's where it's gonna stay. No, I'm not coming over to you. So I just went all night long with that. And in the morning, I kind of woke up, and I was like, I could tell there was no way I was gonna make this trip by myself with this donkey, as a woman in this Muslim world. And so, and I also woke up, and I just said, you know what? I'm traveling for like 9 months now, and I'm in the middle of Africa on this mountain, and I think I can go home now. I think I have proved my independence. My parents aren't here, my friends aren't here, my lover's not here. I am doing this. I'm okay. I'm independent. I can take care of myself. I can go home. And so I turned around and went back and sold the donkey to some little boy who could make it move. And it took about 2 months, but I got home. And so that was a big turning point in my life, because I knew at that point that I could do life on my own, and I was an independent person.